Hi, I'm John DeVore. Welcome to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks. I did do a video from where I was just traveling last week, which is the UK. I went to beautiful Bedfordshire, a hobbit sounding place outside of London. Say hi to Orville. Um, really beautiful for an event with my dealer there, Hi-Fi Lounge with Paul and Wendy. Incredible hosts. The event was amazing, like as good as any event I've ever done, better than any event I've ever done, maybe. As good as any event I've ever done. Really just a beautifully organized, great vibe. Um, it's out in the country a little bit, so an hour-ish, hour and a half maybe from London, in a beautiful old building from the 1700s. The inn that I was staying in and the store that I was doing my presentation in both predated our fine country here. Yeah, it's a whole different vibe, but it is really lovely. I missed being home, but I have to say, so I think I've talked about this in a few videos already. The main way I justified pulling out of the Munich show as an exhibitor a few years ago was to save money, and then was to use that money, or much of it, traveling to see dealers and distributors that I've never visited, and to do events and to meet customers in their local shops. And I have done a shit ton of that, and it's awesome. It's really good. So the UK, which was an event put on with my UK distributors, Ricardo and Pedro, just amazing. I mean, really just incredible support. Hard working motherfuckers. And Ricardo and Pedro, the dynamic duo of the UK and also Portugal, have been doing this for 40 or 50 years, I believe it is, and are still working their asses off and are still really making it happen. I mean, that store, with the help of them, but Paul and Wendy have put together a magnificent store. I went in there, one of the few stores where I went in, and I didn't touch any of my speakers. I didn't move them 1 millimeter. Everything was absolutely dialed. Beautiful vibe, beautiful rooms, beautiful store, beautiful views out the windows. Glass walls. Glass walls don't sound good, but these rooms sounded great. And it had to have been 140, 150 people came through, and I did 3 presentations Friday, and then 3 more on Saturday. Each one fully attended, every seat taken. Nobody falling asleep. There was one person that looked a little drowsy towards the end of my rambling, but it was really amazing. Amazing questions. People really, paying attention, legitimately were interested. Some people came from really far away, many hours away. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Ricardo, Pedro. Thank you, Paul, Wendy. Just awesome, and all the guys. It was an amazing show, and great to see that dealer. So that's what I was talking about. It's amazing to see all these stores that are DeVore Fidelity's representation out there in the world, outside of this funny little video channel. The people who really do represent DeVore Fidelity in the world are my dealers. It's my dealer network, and they're awesome. Before that, I did an amazing event in Denver, as I talked about, and that was my first time seeing that store, Oral Hi-Fi in Denver. Another beautiful store. Sorry, Orville is playing around with my tea ball. Is that what it's called? The metal strainer that you put the tea leaves in. Stop it! Come here. Stay here. That was incredible. Before that, obviously Australia, visiting my my distributor Bill McLean and helping him in the Melbourne Hi-Fi show. That was amazing. I didn't see his store, but he and his wife were incredibly professional, ran that room beautifully. Then before that, New Zealand in Auckland, where I was at Turned On Audio, which is my they represent me in New Zealand. Paul and Neil, awesome again, amazing meeting all the customers again. Before that, I did the show in Southern California, backing up one of the rooms run by Common Wave, my dealer in LA, Wes and his team. Super professional. Again, amazing to meet all the customers, tons of customers there of mine and Wes's at that show. That was excellent. That was really good. And before that, I did Expona, and then before that, I did my tour in Germany with my German distributor. That was super cool. Eisenberg Audio is his dealer in Hamburg, and of course we did the big event at Phono in Berlin with Peter. It was just amazing. These shops are incredible. They all have so much personality. It's been awesome. Before that, I did the Benelux Hi-Fi show supporting Mafico, my distributor there in Benelux, which is Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Anyway, this is just, I'm sending love out to the dealer network. Thank you, all of you, for supporting me and for representing me so well. And customers are just interested people, and people interested in what I do, interested in the brand, interested in hi-fi, interested in turntables. Check out these dealers. These guys are amazing, and they are supporting brick and mortar shops so that the curious can discover hi-fi. Hi-fi's it's amazing. It's essential for me. So all of this traveling and being out of the country and now coming back, the news is just nightmarish in so many different ways. Very stressful. Obviously, answering questions from many foreign friends about what the hell is happening here, and me really not being able to explain it really very well. But coming back to constant news cycles of our president telling all of his generals and admirals that we need to fight the enemy within, just things like that. It's just crazy. It's crazy to imagine that it's happening, but it really is happening. So music for me, along with my cats and my incredible family, but music for me is a way to bring myself back to center, to not tune out the world, but to tune out the noise in my head, the media noise, the indignation, whatever it is, just to tune out the noise, to bring myself back to center. Mindfulness, you could call it, meditation, you could call it, and music really is what does it for me. It's so important in my life, and when it's missing, or when it's not really reaching, and when it's not really touching me, it's difficult. My life is more difficult. I'm not as efficient or as effective. I'm not clear-minded, and so it really is. It is so essential to me. And in more stressful times, the music can change a little bit, and maybe I'm reaching out for something more familiar, or something really more embracing. And one of the things I reached for today. I'm here. It's Friday, and generally I'm here by myself on Fridays, catching up on many things, especially since I've been away so much. But the record I reached for and couldn't stop listening to, both of the cats at some point were on my lap while I was listening to this. But these are the Brahms sonatas for cello and piano by the music's golden couple of the 20th century, and that, of course, is Jacqueline Dupre. Somebody corrected me, and now I don't remember which way it is. I think it's probably Jacqueline Dupree. I'm gonna go with Dupree, and Daniel Barenboim. They were married at this point. They got married in the mid '60s. She, though, is, I mean, they're both masters of their instrument. She's the cellist, he's the pianist. She is one of the greatest. She's one of the absolute great musicians of the 20th century. She was an incredibly stunning cellist. Absolutely, her power and control and sonority, just just amazing, incredibly passionate playing, yet with precision and nuance. And here they are in love. Just they're an incredible couple. They are completely synchronized. I mean, they are truly a unit. These are two superstars, but these are not two superstars that are coming together for a gig and maybe running it through once and then playing it like you see many times in these releases. These are two people who know each other's thoughts and love each other and love the music, and man, it comes out. It's just rich, and you cannot help but be swept away by the power and by the emotion, the joy and love in this music. And this record is absolutely a cherished possession of mine. Highly recommended. Very good sounding too, but the performance is unparalleled, absolutely unparalleled. And there's not much else I can say. Highest recommendation. Thanks, everyone. I will see you at the next video.